My mom didn't retire alone. She retired with my dad. They planned retirement together, they lived it together, they assumed they had many more years together, and for a long time, they did. But then, about 20 years later, after my dad retired, he passed away. And suddenly, my mom wasn't just retired, she was retired on her own. And watching her go through that taught me something that almost nobody talks about. Retirement isn't a one time event, it's not something you plan once and then coast. Retirement changes, life changes. And eventually, for many couples, one person ends up continuing the journey alone. Today, I want to share what my mom learned emotionally and financially after losing my dad in retirement and what I believe every family should understand before that day ever comes. If you're near retirement and you want honest conversations about real life, not just charts and numbers, subscribe to the channel by clicking the link below. All right, here's what this experience has taught us. Lesson number one, retirement looks completely different when you're alone. When my parents retired, it was a partnership. 2 Social Security checks, 2 people sharing expenses, 2 people making decisions together. Retirement felt like we did it, we made it. But after my dad passed away, my mom told me something quietly. It feels like it's starting over. Same house, same age, but a completely different world. Because retirement isn't just money, it's companionship, routine, support, shared decision making. And when that's gone, everything feels heavier. So the lesson is every retirement plan should eventually ask, what happens if one of us is left alone? Lesson number two, the financial shift is real, even if you did everything right. A lot of people assume, well, if we saved enough, the surviving spouse will be fine. But here's what happens financially when a spouse passes away. One Social Security check often goes away, household income drops, some expenses actually stay the same, they don't get cut in half, and taxes can actually increase. Medicare and healthcare costs continue, and decision making becomes harder. My mom wasn't suddenly broke, but the financial picture changed. It wasn't just grief, it was realizing the math changed too. So the lesson, widowhood is not just emotional, it's financial. Lesson three, confidence becomes more important than returns. When my dad was alive, they handled things together. Even if they didn't have a perfect plan, they had teamwork. After he passed away, my mom had to carry the weight alone. And she didn't want complexity. She didn't want confusion. She wanted to know, am I okay? Will I be okay? And what do I do next? She told me, I don't care about fancy investments, I care about feeling secure. That is the heartbeat of retirement. So the lesson, in later retirement, simplicity and predictability matter more than performance. Lesson four, the loneliness is real, and people don't talk about it enough. This is the part that hits the hardest. Retirement with a spouse can feel full, and retirement alone can feel quiet. My mom said the hardest part wasn't the money, it was the silence. No one prepares you for eating meals alone, making decisions alone, sitting with your thoughts more, losing your built-in companion. This is why community matters. Family matters and connection matters. So the lesson, a good retirement isn't just financially secure, it's socially supported. Lesson five, having things organized becomes a gift. One thing that became clear after my dad passed away was how important organization is. Accounts, passwords, income sources, beneficiaries, paperwork. My mom had to sort through things while grieving. And that's incredibly hard. Now, my dad was really good at organization. It's almost like he knew. So he had most of everything together. But there were things like different subscriptions that he was subscribed to that were hard to get off of and things like that. So the lesson, the best time to organize retirement is before someone is forced to do it alone. Lesson six, Social Security decisions matter even more for the survivor. When one spouse passes away, the survivor usually keeps the largest Social Security benefit, but loses the smaller one. So the claiming strategy affects not just your retirement, but your spouse's future retirement alone. That's why planning Social Security isn't just personal, it's legacy planning. So the lesson, your Social Security decision may one day become your spouse's lifeline. Lesson number 7, retirement planning is really love planning. This is what it all comes down to. A retirement plan isn't just about money. It's about protecting the person you love, making sure they're okay if you're not there, making sure they don't have to figure everything out while they're grieving. My mom's story is not rare. It's common. Most couples will face this reality eventually. So the question isn't, will this happen? It's, will we be prepared if it does? Now, let me ask you, have you and your spouse ever talked about what happens financially if one of you is gone? Most people avoid the conversation, but it might be one of the most loving conversations you can have. If my mom taught me anything through this journey, it's this: retirement is not static. Life changes, and eventually many people will face retirement alone. The best gift you can give your spouse is clarity, simplicity, a plan that works even when life doesn't go according to plan. If you want more honest retirement guidance, subscribe to the channel, because retirement isn't just about numbers. It's about making sure the people you love are okay no matter what. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video.